The sand was still warm from the sun, but it felt cold beneath the bare feet of those who stood waiting inside the vast shadow of the Colosseum. High above, the roar of Rome rolled like thunder, a sound made of hunger, excitement, and indifference. This was not just an arena of stone and arches, it was a machine built to turn human lives into moments of entertainment. Before we step deeper into this story, pause for a heartbeat. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of remembering forgotten lives, please like this video, share it with someone who loves history with meaning, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments where you're watching from today, because these stories belong to all of us. Marcus Valerius was not born to die in the arena. He was once a quiet boy from a farming village near the Tiber, raised on the smell of wheat and river water, taught that hard work could shape an honest life. War shattered that belief when his village was taken, and he was carried to Rome as a prisoner, branded not with ink but with fate. Inside the city, Marcus learned quickly that ancient Rome's greatness was built not only on marble temples and laws, but on games, brutal games that fed the crowd's need to feel powerful. The first of the 11 games he witnessed was the gladiatorial combat, where men trained to survive only by hurting others, fighting not just opponents but fear itself. Marcus watched veterans with tired eyes and young fighters trembling inside borrowed armor, all forced to perform courage while knowing that mercy was rare and survival uncertain. As days passed, Marcus was assigned to work beneath the arena, a place of chains, shadows, and echoes. There he saw the second brutal game, the Venationes, where wild animals were released against hunters or condemned men. The crowd loved the chaos, the unpredictability, the way life could end in a breath. Marcus felt his stomach tighten each time the gates opened, not from the danger itself, but from how easily the audience cheered. The third game followed, executions staged as entertainment, where punishment became performance and human suffering was dressed up as justice. Marcus struggled with the weight of it all, wondering how a city so advanced could celebrate such cruelty without seeing the faces behind the bloodless statistics. The fourth and fifth games were quieter but no less terrifying, naval battles recreated inside flooded arenas and endurance trials where participants were pushed beyond human limits. Marcus saw men collapse from exhaustion while the crowd demanded more, always more. His own challenge was survival without losing himself. He clung to memories of his mother's hands and his father's voice, using them as armor stronger than steel. The sixth game, mock mythological reenactments, twisted legends into violent spectacles, turning heroes into victims. Marcus began to notice something changing inside him, a slow fire of resistance, not loud or reckless, but steady. He realized that remembering humanity in a place designed to erase it was an act of quiet rebellion. The seventh and eighth games involved public humiliations and forced contests between untrained captives. These moments hurt Marcus the most, because he recognized himself in the fear of the participants. Yet, in stolen glances and small gestures, he also saw kindness survive. A shared piece of bread, a hand steadying another before stepping into the light, tiny acts that went unseen by the roaring crowd but mattered more than applause. The ninth game brought mass hunts and large-scale battles, overwhelming in size and noise, designed to make individual lives feel meaningless. But Marcus learned that meaning does not come from how many witness your pain, but from how you carry it. By the time the 10th game arrived, a brutal contest of survival where only a few were spared, Marcus had changed. He no longer saw himself only as a victim of Rome's cruelty, but as a witness. He understood that these games, all 11 of them, were mirrors reflecting a society's fears and desires. The final game, the 11th, was the most shocking of all, not because of violence, but because of silence. It was the moment after the arena emptied, when the sand was raked smooth and the screams faded. In that silence, Marcus felt the weight of every life lost and every soul hardened by cheering. He promised himself that if he ever left this place, he would carry these stories forward, not to glorify pain, but to remind the world of its cost. Time passed, and Rome changed as all empires do. Marcus survived, not unbroken, but awake. He learned that real strength was not found in swords or spectacles, but in choosing empathy where cruelty was expected. His struggle transformed into purpose, and his pain into memory. These brutal games shocked ancient Rome, but they also revealed something timeless, that when entertainment forgets compassion, humanity pays the price. If this story stirred something in you, if it made you pause and feel the weight of forgotten lives, please take a moment to like this video, share it, and comment to support stories that honor humanity over cruelty. And before this story ends, write in the comments one word that describes how it made you feel, because your voice keeps these memories.